Check. Is this thing on? Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. Thank you so much for being here. You're with the cryptolifer. Just got out the shower, just worked out, feel ready to go, baby! Yes! Another beautiful day to be alive. God bless me with another breath, another morning. The birds are chirping, the air is beautiful. It's summertime, baby. How could you be upset? How could you wake up today and decide to be upset? There are so many beautiful things in this life to be amazingly happy about. I'm telling you right now, I'm so excited to be here doing the lemon water like we do every single morning. Put the lemon into the water. Decalcify that pineal gland, my friend. Decalcify that pineal gland, baby. Yeah. Oh, man, it feels so good to see that move. We called Bitcoin on a pump last night, beautifully off by a couple dollars. I was off literally by $2 or $3 for BTC. Pretty insanity. It's insane. So happy to be here, everyone. You can feel the vibe, or you can feel it. God has blessed me with vibrance, with energy, with love. If you live in love, love is the strongest frequency in the world, baby. Can we get the likes up to 150? Was that much to ask, really? 327 people on the live. We can't get 350 likes when I show up? Come on, man. Come on. Let's get it in. Let's start putting our best foot forward. Let's put the most energy into everything that we love. Let's do it. I know you may have forgot to hit that like button. You may be enamored. Just hit that like button. Let's go. It's so much easier once you do it, baby. Once you do it. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Green Day, Uni up, 1 inch up, SNX up, Aave up, VeChain, everything up 10% and more. Gains on gains. Let's talk about the gains that actually, I don't know if anyone saw this HORD. I was drawing HORD, the 200-day moving average, the golden pocket right here, the 706, my secret fib, and boom, HORD would go up 100% on a wick, come back down, of course, but what a beautiful move for HORD. I feel like I may not have posted this, so I'll be honest. I'll take, I make mistakes. So there's a chance I forgot to post this, but I was working on it last night, going over it. I apologize if nobody saw that, but you know what? We got another one. It doesn't matter. We got another one. MSWAP for another 100% gain. Look at that. Both of these are Fibonacci retracement areas. I put this to the group. Now, I'll be honest. I thought this was going to take a couple days to play out, but I did put it on my radar, and I said, it's now on my radar. I'm going to start watching it. Once a coin gets hot, I basically draw it on the daily time frame. So once a coin gets hot, I slap a fib. So what I did, the second this coin got high here, use your replay tool, I slapped a fib on this immediately. You see, once it got to its height, I slapped a fib. I'll play where'd you go? There you go. So right here, I slapped the fib. I put an alert on the daily down here, and I said, I'm not going to look at this until the daily hits. And I walked away, and I didn't look at it again. Don't get vexed, right? And lo and behold, I didn't look at it for days. My alert hit, right? Then I was like, oh, we're low. I set another alert just in case on another time frame. That alert began to hit. Once that happened, I looked at it. I said, well, we're at the 786, 886 retracement. I said the 200-day moving average is moving through price action. We just had a golden cross right there. I said, MSWAP looks like it's getting ready to go. Bam, it would go up 118%. I can't, I'm flabbergasted that occurred. So shout out to anyone that jumped into MSWAP. I did post it last night. At what time? Let me see when I posted MSWAP. And you can just look here. What I love about this, how you can search Discord, right? So you can just type in MSWAP and see what I was talking about here. And you can look, MSWAP back on the radar again. This is 9:28 p.m. last night. We waited patiently. We still have some time, but it's definitely on the radar. Now, I should never say we have some time. Who am I to say that? I don't know. But look, it looked beautiful to me on the daily time frame. Look at that, ready to rock and roll, and boom, MSWAP would blast to the upside. And it had everything that I talk about. A falling wedge breaks to the upside, MACD turning, RSI and a falling wedge close to oversold or at least below 50. And the stochastics ready to rock, also with a Fibonacci retracement to the 786, in between the 786 and the 886. It had everything that you go for, baby. And the daily was oversold, ready to rock. You had falling volume with falling price, suggesting that the sellers had dissipated. So there we go, another GOAT call. I talked about Bitcoin Cash. I went over it. I said it likes to follow Bitcoin. It's been strong recently. It had a bit of a head and a shoulder there. I talked about it here, basing, right? Because you had resistance, little come up, resistance. Previous resistance should become support. I also pulled a Fibonacci retracement on this. Where was it? In the golden pocket. Even the 3L tokens respect this 706 retracement. Those are 3 fib retracements in a row that I just showed you. HORD, MSWAP, Bitcoin Cash, all of them created gains. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Can I get the likes up to 400? I am teaching Fibonacci retracement clinics every single day. I can show you how to make gains off Fibonacci if you do it correctly. How did I do it? I went and found the low right there. I found the high right there. I make sure to drag the low to the high, from the bottom to the top. I also have Fibonacci that other people don't have. Look, to the people that are here, only 400 people are here, check it out. This is a little secret. Hit the settings bar. Make sure you're adding the 0.65. If it's not there, you don't have the golden bucket, and it's not going to be there unless you add it. Add the 706 as well. That's a secret fib. All right, shout out to everyone that trained me and gave me these cool little tips and tricks to get me along my way. Let's break down Bitcoin, and let's take a look at what's happening for Bitcoin. We talked about lit getting lit. Didn't break out of this, came back down, but it eventually is on the way to the bigger target, lit entry to 142. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Good day for everyone. Last time I'll bring it up. Solana hot wallets are being exploited and drained. Alert. Yep. We'll check it out. Let's talk about it right quick. Solana token holds price support despite bad optics from $1 million hack. Now, I put on a short. It didn't do much. I only put $500 into the short. It went down like $30, so I'm down in the short. Never hang out with a guy that runs a trading group that never shows you at least some of the losses. I lose trades all the time, and I could admit it. If I didn't lose my trades, I'd be a liar. So let's just make that clear. Everyone thinks the lifer wins every trade he hits. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's not true. I'm a human being that loses trades all the time. All right? Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Why is that doing that? Sorry about that. Never happened. I saw a little bit of my green screen. So Solana token holder price support despite bad optics from $1 million hack. Let's take a look. I have a Solana wallet with a very small amount of money in it. Let's see if I've been hacked. I was Seifu last time. We got to go to, I still got my 132, my 3 Solanas. Everything is fine. Now, I didn't get these NFTs though. See these Ape Squad? These are fake NFTs. Ape Squad, I got Solana Board 8. I got a Solana Board 8, but I did not get this Ape Squad. I got this Playgio, and I got the Tiger Labs. Those are my real, but I don't know about this Ape Squad. There's also a see this 13 NFT thing? Don't deposit those. Don't touch those. Those look like fake NFTs. I'm not touching those. You can send them to another wallet and then burn them. My man was telling me. So I'm still Safu. Nothing wrong with my Solana wallet. It's spot on right now. So I'm all right. I also didn't put it on my iPhone. Apparently the exploit is coming from cloud backup hacks or something like that. Like some way it's through iPhone. So if you had it on your iPhone, there's a chance that you did get banged out. So far, I'm Safu, however you want to call it, right? I should know what Safu is, but Solana Sol token holds price support. What is Safu? Everyone in the chat, let us know. Solana token holds price support despite bad optics from $1 million hack. Early Wednesday, an unknown attacker drained at least 5 million of Sol and other tokens from Solana digital wallets. Solana token held in the critical support early Wednesday. Even as multi-million-dollar hack in Ethereum alternative ecosystem saw several investors vent frustration, saying they'd consider shorting or positioning for a decline in the cryptocurrency. Now, I have a short open on it. I'll take a look at it. It didn't do too well last night. We'll take a look at it again. It may be ready right now, though, because Bitcoin's about to come down on the 1-hour time frame. Maybe ready to short a little Solana. So we may see some movement here. We may be able to get us some opportunity. Ongoing Solana-based wallet hack seeing millions drained. NFT marketplace Magic Eden noted that it seems to be a widespread SOL exploit at play and called on users to revoke permissions for any suspicious links in their Phantom wallet. An ongoing widespread hack seems as much as 8 million in funds drained so far across a number of Solana-based hot wallets. At the time of writing, Solana is currently trending on Twitter, as countless users are either reporting the hack as it unfolds or reporting to have lost funds themselves, warning anyone with Solana-based hot wallets such as Phantom and Slope wallets to move their funds into cold wallets. Now, I'm gonna grin and bear it. I only have 132 Solana. I'm gonna keep it in there for everyone else just to see if I maintain through the hack. So I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna be a guinea pig, so to speak, for everybody, and I'm gonna see if I can maintain my funds in the hack. I could send them quickly to Coinbase. It's 3 Solana. I may be mad one day, but I'll be all right. The widespread hack on Solana wallets is likely due to the supply chain issue exploited to steal, uncover user private keys behind FX wallets. So far, the loss is estimated to be 8 million, excluding one illiquid S-Coin, only has 30 holds and may be misvalued at 570 million. Solana-based wallet providers, including Phantom and Slope, non-fungible token marketplace Magic Eden, are among those that have commented on the issue. We are working closely with other teams to get the bottom of the reported vulnerability in the Solana ecosystem. At this time, the team does not believe this is a Phantom-specific issue. As soon as we gather more information, we will issue an update. Phantom on top of it. Still war rooming through it. No major breakthroughs yet. We'll follow up as soon as possible. And the best place to go is to head on over to Twitter. to see what's happening in Twitter. Is anyone here? Are you in the chat? Send in a super chat for a deep dive. Shout out to Dustin Calvo, Wendizzle, Zero Allegiance, the whole blue crew in the game. Gina Bombina in the house every single day. Gina! Shout out to Wayne Mustafa. Dan Sam, I got a haircut today, too. Great minds think alike, baby. Man, you must look fresh in that haircut, baby. Anku Kutsu Butsu, my man. Shout out to Danny. I love you, Danny, with all my heart. Don't worry, Danny. We're going to make it together. Patience, my friend. We will make it. I know it hurts through the pain, but I think about you every day. Don't worry, man. I know you're not worried, but I just want to let you know that I think about you every day. And we will see it through. Trust me. Trust me. It's moving. Even if you don't feel it's moving, it is moving. Big things are happening, Danny. Big things are happening. Just keep faith. Keep the faith, my friend, and don't give up. Philippe. Shout out to Philippe of the game. Shout out to Chris Ray. Shout out to all the awesome blue crew in the house. I appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. All right, so let's take a look at the Sol short real quick while we're here. And I'll show you what I saw last night. We'll see if there's still some juice to be gained out of the Solana short. So I was looking at this 15-minute possible scalp easy, and we got a little bit of a gain. It popped, and then it made an M pattern. The second that M pattern was made right there, that's when you get out. I was up slightly and decided, you know what, it's kind of a pointless trade. I also didn't put enough in the trade, but 5% still not too shabby. And I actually got in a little later as it started to come in. So you're talking 2.5%, but it happened in a half an hour. So, but now let's take a look at what's happening here. That's an annoying song. I just didn't vibe well with the times. So, I mean, it's in a falling wedge now. It's touching the 200-day moving average. It's on this uptrend. Kind of this bugle here. Extremely oversold. A little bit of hidden bullish, too, on Solana. On the short, sorry. So I could see Solana make it a 27, so short, make it 27% gains. Let's take a look at the 4 hour though. 4 hours not in your favor. I really don't like trading against the 4 hour, even if the 1 hour says yay, yay, yay. May just make an M pattern. I wouldn't trade against that right now. I'd leave that alone until the 4 hour comes on down. 4 hour has more weight than the 1 hour. Just be careful. I talked about Pond here. Hopefully it would get a boost. It did not, but it did come where to the 706. So look, it fell out. Not every trade I post bangs, but it started to fall out and come back down into this zone. We nailed Pond recently for massive gains. Can we do it again? So look, now it's sitting at the 786 Fibonacci retracement. We just saw 3 coins do this in a row. Can Pond do it again? The 4 hour has momentum. MACD about to make a cross, falling volume with falling price. We take a look at the 1 hour coming on down. Pond is on the radar. Pond is doing the retracement. And that's a mini fib though. I pulled the mini fib. Let's pull the whole fib. Just getting into the 0.5. Sometimes I get disheveled. I need to look at it again. There's my level there. So it still could have some room to come down. Pond, make it a nice flag though. Bitcoin holds that higher low. This is going to make some moves. We are going to get into Bitcoin. Don't worry. I'm just kind of building up the anticipation for BTC. Just looking at some alts that may or may not pop depending on the moves. Pond. Personally would like it to come down and bounce off the 618 golden pocket. Let's look at our daily time frame. See, the daily for Pond is oversold. That's a really good sign. We could have some more downside, but it's starting to get ready. Pond is getting ready to do what MSWAP did. You see? And look, it's moving up. And that's a cup and handle too as well for Pond. 69% gains coming out of Pond. It's above the POC. Once it breaks the POC, it usually continues to fly. Might bounce here or here. Interesting enough. So the daily's ready to rock. 4 hour has momentum. 1 hour needs to come on down. So I don't touch this till the 1 hour hits maybe this area here. Let's take a look at my 15-minute time frame. 50-minute is pushing to the upside. Just like Bitcoin. So let's zoom in here. Look at that, a shoulder head. Look at an inverted head and shoulder when we take a real deep look at it. And look at that. I mean, suggest that it will break to the upside. Pond for smaller gains here inside the bigger channel. Possibly 8% gains out of Pond. Are they inverted? You do have a flag here. You have a measured move, and you're oversold on the 15. A little bit of a scalp there. What I don't like is how high the 1 hour is, but the 1 hour could flip. Interesting. I'm putting Pond on the radar for the team. From what I look at, I like Pond. I do. Definitely something to watch. It's hard. See, this stuff is hard because you can't see what I just drew here on the 1 hour, right? But I want to show the bigger idea. So a lot of times what I have to do is I have to split screen, go to Pond, and I do this fast because people leave the stream. They don't want to see this. They already saw it. They're done. They don't care. But I want to be super detailed for everyone else too. So it's like two things at once. I'm always in the zone here. Moving averages are starting to converge again. You know, so you go to the, so what I'll do, I'll delete this here. Show this on the 1 hour. And actually, I don't know. I like where it's at. It could bounce from here, you know. Then I'll use the 15-minute on this one to zoom in. I mean, that's a pennant too right there. See? So that's the MIDI, that's what's inside. You know, I want to give you as much detail as possible. I've never seen this. Even when I was in signals group and trading group, they just give you a chart. I've never seen them give you 2 time frames at once. I've never seen it in my life. We do it all the time here because we want to give you the most information as possible. We want to school you. This will educate you a lot. So Pond on my radar, and you can see why the daily oversold, the 4 hour with momentum, the 1 hour could flip, and the 15-minute trying to push. And again, nothing I say and do is guaranteed. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Don't buy anything you see a YouTuber talk about. But if I were you, I would learn technical analysis. I would redo the TA, right? I would set my, and I would watch this myself, and I would either learn from it, you know, watch, see what happens, and learn from it. Because there's a lot you can learn from every single setup if you focus. Four hour has momentum. So Pawn. Let's jump into Bitcoin, shall we? Shout out to each and every one of you. But the gains were awesome. Shout out to anyone that jumped in on those gains. Unreal. All right. Matic 3L, I kept screaming about it. I'm still in it because the daily is so low. About to make an inverted head and shoulder. I'm in this for 176%. I'm in for the long haul, baby. Look at that daily. It's about to beat up on Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. I guess something's going to happen to Ethereum, and then the Ethereum network's going to boom, and then Matic's going to boom. Show me the charts, and I'll show you the news. There's something brewing for Matic. And I could be 100% wrong, but there's a 68% chance this inverted breaks out. This is forming a symmetrical triangle, so I guess it's a 50-50, but we're super low. And even the RSI is making a bullish pennant. I've seen that play out as a huge move to the upside. I also see the shoulder, head and shoulder inside the RSI. I'm watching Matic 3L for massive gains. Yes, I've been patiently waiting, but I'm watching Matic 3L for massive gains. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm in this. I'm looking at it, and I'm in there. I've been in there ever since I opened it on the live and said I'm in there. I think it was Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night. So. DMTR attempting to make a new double bottom. Look at this. Gematria. We called this double bottom for massive gains, if you remember. One there, and we nailed it. Funny, came all the way back down again for the secondary double bottom. On the daily. The last time it was low on the daily, we had this little loop, and I made this double bottom, and I said, watch Gematria for gains. It went massively to the upside. It's at this POC. It's super low, lack of bullish momentum. I would not be surprised if we saw Gematria do some damage in the next few days. When you start seeing me go more to the daily time frame, you can see I'm starting to breathe a little bit. And again, you trade the daily. 47.7, the 7/7s showing up at Gematria. Gematria double bottoming on the daily time frame. Radar. The last time we played this, the exact very similar setup. We hit for massive gains. I'm just, again, you can't say just because it happened last time like that, but Dematria. And I like to show it too from last time. We posted a lot, but here it is here. And we had posted that double bottom there, and it went up for 124, like massive gains. We're seeing the same thing right now, right? All I can do is scan the market and do the best I can to show you every single thing that I see. And then you got to slap your TA on it and what you do and do the best you can. You know what I'm saying? Let's jump into BTC. USDT on Binance. 23,300 and holding nicely. If you were in my trading group last night, let's break it down. I do Bitcoin updates 3 to 4 times a day, sometimes even more. So if you were there last night and you were listening, also shout out to the Spanish people. We got Spanish going on, unbelievable. We do, which I find fascinating. We're gonna have a Spanish crypto channel here doing damage. But hold on, let me just pause the music for a split second. And here I am last night. The zone, it's over, But then I saw this falling wedge. I took the measured move from here. I swung it there. And it gave me a target of 23,661. And that's where Bitcoin went. 23,628. Sorry, I was off by $3. Forgive me, please. So $3 off, and you'd be like, no way. Don't trust a YouTuber that, but you can see me here at, look, this is the Spanish version. This is really,
el contenido que verán a continuación.
this is amazing.
Búsqueda para lograr que mi equipo entre en el mejor momento. Estaba viendo SWINGBY aquí y este diamante lo que indica es cambio de tendencia. Y miren lo que hizo. Esa fue la entrada exacta. Nunca cayó más de eso.
Someone came to me and said, I'd like to try it out. We're seeing how he does, and it's his dream, it's his idea. I think it's a cool idea. I'm open-minded to bring it down, to show him. So look, if you were looking at the Bitcoin update last night, see it right here though, and then towards the end here, I found my wedge.
Because wedge, see?
And then I take the move of the wedge, and there I am.
680, and then like I showed you, gap right back up to 23,800 because that's the next high volume area. Okay.
So if you've been in the trading group, you would have basically been able to trade Bitcoin to the $3 mark last night. So let's break it down now. Let's see what's happening. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you for being here. Where is the chat? Where's the learning? There's the chat. Where is my live stream button? There we go. Shout out to the 700 people on the live, 328 people, everyone. Don't make me ask to hit that like button. This is not the channel. Just keep it moving, baby. Just do the right thing. Don't make me ask for the right thing. Just do the right thing. Please. Or I'll blast your ears out. No, shout out to everybody here on the live. And follow me on Twitter. I'd greatly appreciate it. At cryptolifer33. We're blowing up on our way to 8,000 followers and more. And we post so much here. We're very active on Twitter. Check us out. Richard Hartwin, he must have paid a lot of money to do that. You just pay Twitter to trend. You know that, right? Anyway, so look. Yeah, right. We could trend tomorrow. Okay, I'm reloading. So let's break down what I see happening for Bitcoin. So the daily. Look at the daily trying to do a flip again. Very interesting. See the daily rounding out again? The daily just doesn't want to go low anymore. It's just like, no, I don't reset anymore. I just get pushed by the 4-hour. And the 22-hour as well. Let's take a look at that 22. 22 coming down with a very higher low. This is huge. Every single time the 22 reset. Coming down for a reset. Look, lack of bearish momentum on the 22-hour. Showing you that the bears are just disappeared. Where are the bears? Where are you, bears? I can't find you, bears. Bears, where are you? 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 I can't find the bears. The bears, 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 the bears. Where are the bears, everybody? Where are the bears at? You know what I'm saying? Where everyone said that this was a fake out. Where's the bear? Anyway, so we call the higher low here. This is the area that we determined would be a bounce area. We said 22,800. We should expect a bounce. We got it. We fought through it. Last night was insanity. It's the bears. So it's been a crazy up and down. The last few days have been, you have to be mentally tough to be in this game. Hands down. I said price action must break back above 23K to remain bullish. So important we remain back above 23,000. So the 4-hour still has momentum. The daily seems to be flipping. The 22-hour could be at the end of its leg. and it's making a higher low. This is a very good sign for Bitcoin. So I like what I'm seeing here so far. Let's break down the 1 hour time frame. Let's see what we see happening at the present moment in time. All right. So right now, the 1 hour began to do its thing. And my strategy is to flag it out. When in doubt, flag it out. So we flagged this out here on the 1 hour time frame. It's been 1, 2, 3. It's the 4th hour now, and we're still doing pretty well. Now, here's my resistance bar. Why is it? Well, let me bring it down a little lower. Because look, you have resist. Let me bring it here. You have a bounce. You have resistance. You have resistance. You come up. You try to make it. You bounce. So this would be an area. You also have a POC right there. See that point of control sticking out? Right there at 23,368. So I would love if we kind of stay in this tight zone. Take a look at our 15-minute. And the 15-minute, it did an M right there. See that? It made a lower low. But it's getting ready to oscillate, in my humble opinion. So one more bounce and then back to the upside. Do we do something like this? Kind of a shoulder, shallow shoulder, a head and a shoulder. I wouldn't do that, but it's slight. It's slight. And this is how I figured out where Bitcoin was going to go last night, the same exact way. And I've been predicting Bitcoin accurately to the dollar for the last week or two. Honestly, I should miss a few times. I haven't in the last couple days. But I should miss a few times. I'm not always going to be perfect. Sometimes I go on a streak because I just do it every single day. I go to bed at 2. I wake up at 8. I only leave it alone for 6 hours. So, slight bearish divergence there, you see? Because that swings up, that swings down. You have a little bit of bearish divvy. Okay? On the 15. It did start to play out, but it's just something to think about. We did make a higher high. So if you looked at this as a high, a low, so a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, we must put in a higher low on the 15-minute to remain bullish, all right? I see this flag continuing. If the flag stays sharp and we stay above resistance, or stay above support, sorry, we're going to hit the measured move to about 24,179, 24,000 even Steven, all right? The big area I want to get above is here, honestly. All of this, if we pump and we don't make a high, if we pump and make a lower low, we're going to short the market. So if we pump and Bitcoin doesn't get above this zone, we get to somewhere here and get rejected, here get rejected, I'm going to open up a short. Only on the 4 hour or the 1 hour time frame. And I'm not saying it's going to be forever and ever, but I will. That's my plan. So if Bitcoin doesn't break a high above the previous high here, 24,652, we will be shorting. So we already know exactly what we're going to do if certain parameters aren't met. And that's how trading is. You should be able to analyze well enough. So you have to see enough price action for years so that when you look at this, the 7 different scenarios. And you're like, well, and then you can narrow it down to, well, if it does 2 of these things, it can only do the next 2 things. It's very similar to the game of chess. Trading is very similar to the game of chess. All right? Very, very similar. So what we're looking for is this flag to hold out on the 15. All right? You see this dump. See, this is an M that could just start to dump too. You dump to this liquidity zone. That's why I have it drawn there. That's where you would end up if the 15-minute cannot complete its journey. All right? One thing I do want to show you, which is interesting, is swing up to swing up. And if you take this swing down to swing down, that's hidden bullish. Even if you do to this one, this node here, it's still slight hidden bullish because that is not as sharp as that. It tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. I also see lack of bearish momentum. It tells me that the bears are kind of dwindling. They had a chance to dump us last night pretty hard. They did not. We had a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder that broke to the upside. You see it? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Let me show you if you're new because you may be like, what? It's so hard to see if you don't know what you're looking for. The neckline would have been the neckline to the head. And that would have told you where we were going. And that's basically where we went. Pretty awesome. If you can find it, it's there. All right. Last night I found this falling wedge and I was able to play it. Look. It was also a bit of a slanted W. The W broke to the upside. See the W? W's will play out however they're made, even if they're not perfectly flat. If they're sideways W, they're going to go away from themselves the same measured move. I backtested this for years, started playing with it in my mind. Basically, I did the traditional TA for a long time. Then, I did some retreats and went away for a while with my brain. And I came back to the trading and I started looking and I said, man, I don't see the charts the same anymore. I started to see different things in the charts that amazed me. I'm telling you right now. And I started seeing sideways double bottoms, cup and handles. Like, look, I know you won't believe me, and I don't show everybody because certain people won't see what I see, so I can't share everything that I know. But look, this is what's called a slanted downward cup and handle. But it played out just like a cup and handle. You see it? If you change your hand, there's a cup and handle, there's the move. The measured move is the length here to here. See, most people would laugh at you and tell you no. But it doesn't matter what they say. It matters that we get the gains, baby. It's actually better off that they don't see these things because we can trade circles around them. Okay? See how the cup and handle did break to the upside there? Sideways, though. Still made you gains. You've got in there, you got out there, you made gains. I don't care if other people don't see it. I don't care if they don't think it's traditional. I don't care if they call us whack jobs and unorthodox. We shouldn't be doing what everyone else is doing. The best painters learned traditional painting from a school and then went off and did their own thing. People love them because they didn't paint like everybody else. Don't paint on the charts like everybody else. Paint your way, baby. Now, it doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. There's some prerequisites that we must hold true. All right? There's some prerequisites that we must hold true. But for the most part, all right? And you can see the method to my madness. Now, Bitcoin getting a bit of a dump here. I want to see this maintain. Let's take a look at the 7-minute. Extremely oversold. Every time the 7-minute takes a low, it's usually unlikely to go any lower. Look, 7-minute got low here. Pin, 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 pin. We got the bounce. 7-minute got low here. Did not go any lower. 7-minute got here. No lower. Here we got pin, pin, pin. No lower. Came up. Pin, no lower. I suggest the same thing. 23,000. We got to hold this node sticking out right there. Suggesting the 7-minute will bounce us off the bottom of this channel here to the upside. And this will be a trade. You know, some people like me because they trade like one. They like to trade. I don't agree with it, but they trade, 10 to 20x leverage on the 7-minute. Right here, that would be a trade to the upside on the 7-minute for Bitcoin. Happy birthday to Gina Bombina. Wasn't this supposed to be a B-Day gift of Bitcoin to be sent? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Gina. Send in your address. Let's send you some Bitcoin for your birthday, baby. Shout out to you and yours. Love you, Gina. We're freestyling, baby. Everybody, happy birthday to Gina Bombina, one of the greatest people in the entire group. She's been here since I had about 500 subs. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. She's been here since the beginning. She's dedicated to me. She's awesome. I love her so much. Send the wallet address to my TG. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Hell yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. For all your years of support and everything you've done. Send you $100 for your birthday, Gina. I love you. Thank you for everything. Appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Not everyone gets dedicated people on their live stream the way, everyone gets mods, but you people are dedicated. Like, you people love me. It's just not the same. I know it's not the same. I watch YouTube for years. It's just not the same. The love is not the same. Hold on. I want to get into other stuff here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in and calling yourself cryptolifers. I'm just signing into Coinbase real quick so I can send Gina some BTC. And Gina, thank you so much for all your help. And you can claim a free NFT on Coinbase. I keep doing that. You can claim as many as you want if you keep opening up a Coinbase wallet. Okay, so now, here we go. Let's do send and receive. Let's do send. Or first I'll buy it because I don't have any. Well, I do, but you don't want to send Bitcoin from like years ago. So we're going to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin here on Coinbase. All right. 105 because they'll probably charge me something. Okay, we got them. 23,380. Look, they charge you $100 more than the price. This is so grimy. They charge me $380 for the Bitcoin. Coinbase, this is why nobody likes you, Coinbase, because you overcharge the money, baby. That's why nobody likes you. All right? That's why nobody likes you, Coinbase, because you're grimy. You're greedy. Sell us the price that it is. Don't sell us more than it is. What are you doing that for? Grime. And we could show you live how grimy you are. You should be aligned with me. I'm going to become one of the biggest YouTubers in crypto history. You'd want to be aligned with me, but you're going to play games and overcharge people for their Bitcoin. I cannot believe they're going to charge you $23,380. 385 now. Oh, they're like, oh, we'll go up on you now. Unbelievable. And look, even their buy button's not working now. Look at this. Look at this. Live on camera, their stuff's not working. Unbelievable. Look, wait. I'll get you. This is so grimy. So grimy. So grime. So grime. And I'm taking time out the show. Hold on, I gotta keep moving. Actually, no, there's people still here. They want to see Gina get her 100. Let's do it, baby. I'm OCD now about it, you know. How about can I send you Tether? And then you could buy Bitcoin with it. I just have Tether on the ready. Sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry to stop the show for this, but I want to do the right thing for one of my best friends in life here, Gina. Been doing the bet on her birthday. She deserves so much more, but I love her so much, and she's done so much for me. She shows up every single day on my live, every single day. You know, maybe missed a few days here and there. Like, put her heart and soul into my group, into everything. Man, Gina, thank you so much for everything you do. I greatly appreciate it. All right. Let me find my personal addresses. Where's Gina? There she is. Nah, Gina, I don't kid. Oh, you sent the Tether address? Thank you. The Tether address would be dope. I want to send you the Bitcoin, but I'll send you Tether because you can do whatever you want, right? Then you can do whatever you want with it. All right? Do you have a TRC address for Tether? Or is that an ETH address? I think that's an ETH address. Okay. Let me know if you have a TRC address, TRC Tether, so you don't have to pay the fees. You let me know. Because I think you got an ETH address. It's MetaMask on ETH? All right. So it's an ETH MetaMask, right? All right. All right, we'll do the Tether. No worries. No worries. Ethereum. Wow, they're going to charge you $25, huh? That's insane. All right. It is what it is. I'll eat it for you. But I can't believe they're going to charge me $25 to send $100 a Tether. Wow. That's crazy. What a bunch of bastards. All right, I'll wait. No worries. Which one is that now? Okay, good. Is that your ETH? Is that your ETH address? Your Tether address on your Ethereum MetaMask wallet, right? All right. I'm going to eat the fees, but you know what? We're going to pay a miner some money. So we become part of the whole thing, all right? But which one is that? Yeah, everyone's waiting on this. And then we can get back into the show. Everyone's so nicely waiting on this. This is the nicest thing I've ever seen. All right. So look, Gina, I'm not going to show your whole address, but it ends in a 10C, right? Bang, bang, bang. And we're going to withdraw $100 US Tether. There's the $100. Yikes. I'm trying to show that I'm sending $100, but it's hard to do. Without showing your address, which is hard. All right, but there it goes. I'm going to press withdrawal. $100 on the Ethereum mainnet. Confirm withdrawal. I can't believe it costs $25 to send $100 though. They're gouging over here. Oh my God. Now I got to do a code to my email. Like, this is insane. I probably should have had this set up beforehand. All right. I'm almost done though. I think I'm going to do it. Oh my God, then you only have 44 seconds to do the one from the email and the one from the phone at the same time. 28. Oh on. Can Sammy do it? Did he mess up a number? He did it. It's a success. It's a success. Double check that you got it. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Bang, bang, bang. What I could do, there it is right there. Look, it's processing. And that's not your whole address, but you can see that's most of it with the TC right there. All right? It's processing right now. You're ready to go. Thank you so much for all your help and support throughout the time. So look, we talked about the 7-minute bouncing. We got the bounce of the 7-minute as we did that transaction. Beautiful. I did a good thing, and then a good thing happened for me. So we decided that the 7-minute would pump and hold the support here at the bottom trend line. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. This completes the idea that we would continue to the upside. So I like that. All right. Let's jump back into the chat. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to the 777 people on the live, 431 on the live. Thank you so much for coming on in. Sam the GOAT. This is Genius. Yeah, this stream is for Gina, baby. This stream is for Gina. And the withdrawal was successful, baby. This stream is for Gina. We love you, Gina. We appreciate you. We want you to know that you are the best, the greatest. Your dreams will come true. Everything in your life will happen. Just have faith. I was in the lowest parts of my life so many times, and I thought nothing was going to go well for me. And I really beat myself up, and I was depressed, and I was in a bad spot. We love you, Gina. You mean the world to this community. If you disappeared, everyone would wonder where you were. You bring a lot of love and a lot of joy to all of us. And without you, I'm telling you right now, this stream would not be the same. Thank you so much for everything you do for each and every one of us on this stream. You're the best. Shout out to Philippe. Shout out to everybody here. Gina, y'all gonna make me ever cry. I just put on my eyeliner. Gina, we love you. This is a real community. This is a real place where people really care about each other. All right? So look, Bitcoin booming to the upside as we talked about here. A little bit of a cup and handle, shabby cup and handy on the 7-minute. Last time I saw a 7-minute cup and handle like that, Sam jumped up and down, jumped into a pool with his clothes on. The guy was out of his freaking mind. Love you guys. All right, so Bitcoin in a good holding pattern. I see it making this nice flag. 1 hour could set on out and then continue to the upside. 1 hour, the daily's doing that flip. 4 hours showing some love. We just need to stay above certain support regions and we can continue to the upside. So I like what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. Also, look at this. I didn't see this till right now. Sammy, cup and handy. There's your cup, there's your handle with a measured move all the way. Let's see the big measured move here. I got my first one. Let's see my second one. That takes Bitcoin all the way to 24,366. So we got two measured moves coming. The small length of the pole here and the bigger length of that cup and handle. I see it. Do you see it? I'm just saying. So there's a chance Bitcoin does make a move to the upside. So right now I'm predicting Bitcoin stays in this channel and eventually breaks out on the 1 hour time frame. However, it could all change if we lose this support. And if we do, I feel we'll highly likely head on down, or the TA conveys that we'll likely head on to this low volume node here and get into the, where there's a lot of liquidity at 22,869,900. Amazing that we battled back above 23,000, and that's really going to be our battle for the rest of the week. Is that a rising wedge of the monthly? I'm new to Bitcoin. And now let's zoom out. Let's look at Bitcoin on USD here, the all-time history index, and let's take a look at BTC. Let's look at the daily time frame. Right? And this man said, is that a rising wedge on the weekly? I mean, to be honest, you're just starting out. It's beginning, but you got to give it some more candles, some more structure, in my humble opinion. All you need to worry about is the fact that we stay above this yellow line. See the bounce? That was beautiful. That's what we wanted. We wanted to break up, bounce off of it. So that's a really good sign. We are bullish as long as we stay above this yellow line. We are basically, if we stay above this yellow line, that was our bottom. And I've shown people this. I show the macro ideas for Bitcoin on the weekly chart. Look at Every time we got this low, that was our bottom. That was our bottom. This time we went lower than ever. We never even went that low. So it was the lowest we ever went. Honestly, too many people were watching Bitcoin. Usually the bottom is kind of like when everyone's gone. Too many people were watching it, and like they had to do the bottom in front. Like, I feel 85% of 85% of how I feel was that was the bottom. Like I had an 80. You know, I'm not gonna come out here and say 100% that was the bottom, but I bought like it was 100% the bottom. So I'm never gonna tell you what to do, but you gotta watch me. I bought like $30,000 worth of Bitcoin down here, maybe even more. I was buying 500, 1,000, 5,000, 3,000. Like, I'll have to look back. I don't even know how much I bought yet. I have to look back and go over it. I just keep buying it and stashing it. I don't really worry about it. I have a goal. Like, I want to get to 30 Bitcoin, get to 50, and I just keep stashing it till I get to more. You know, I just keep stashing it. So, yes, it could be a rising wedge. Yes, we're pointing to the upside, but remember, the weekly just had a bullish cross. We're coming to the upside, and the 2-week is about to get a bullish cross. The last time the 2-week got a bullish cross right there started a massive move to the upside. Yes, we had the pandemic that happened out of nowhere. To me, I felt like that was a black swan. Here we had our move here. That was the beginning. And here we had our move. That was the beginning. And we're about to get it here. So we had it once. Basically, you call that 3 and 4 times. And 5 times, they all were the catalyst for massive moves to the upside. The 2-week chart. Also, what nobody has shown. I haven't seen one person draw this. Not one analyst in the game has shown this. I'm the only guy that has shown this. Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down. Right? You do have to kind of skip a node here. But the node isn't deep enough to touch where the other 2 nodes would go. If that was deeper, then I couldn't skip it. But it doesn't go deep enough. Like if this went in here, then you couldn't skip it. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. That's hidden bullish divergence. It tells us that the trend will continue to the upside. I haven't seen anybody talk about this. This is huge. And this indicator is like 90% accurate. Whenever I do this, it's 90% right. I'll take you back in time. Look, to a time when there was a guy called the cryptolifer. He was streaming on YouTube. It was back in June of 2021. And he was the only one on YouTube doing this. Swing up to swing up, swing down. And I was screaming, this is hidden bullish. I said, this is hidden bullish. We will make a higher high, higher than the previous high. I said, it's 90% accurate. I also drew a fib, and we were at the 0.618 Fibonacci and the 6.5. I was saying this over and over again. Here we are now, and I'm saying the same stuff again, but I'm saying it here on the 2-week chart. And that's even more, you know, that's even got more weight. No one's saying this. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm guaranteeing it, but I nailed that one. And I've nailed this hidden bullish many times. It's up to you. You take it how you want to take it, right? Whether I'm right or wrong really doesn't matter, because if I'm right and you don't do it, fine. If I'm wrong and you do it, right? So it doesn't really matter. It's up to you and whatever you do. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 467 people on the live. 815 people watching. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly be so humbled and so happy to do that for you guys, to do that for me. Thank you so much. I live in gratitude every single moment of the day. I wake up and say, thank you, dear Lord, for my use of my legs so I may go to the bathroom, right? Gratitude. Then I go upstairs. I see my daughter is there. Like, my cutest daughter's a year and 4 months. She's 17 months almost. She is the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. My other daughter is the most beautiful in the world. She's 7.5, and I love her to almost 8, actually. And 8 is great. She's the greatest thing in my life. And then I see my wife, who's around in a summer dress and looks so beautiful, smiling at me. And I said, God, you gave me the greatest life on earth, like the greatest life. So when I'm shining, I want other people to shine, man. Thanks so much for slapping that like and pulling its hair. It consents. You're so funny. Super chats, NAV, Bitcoin, PLSD, USDC, Uniswap V3, Bitcoin rising wedge on the monthly. So we took care of the rising wedge of the monthly. Wow, Lifer, you're the best. The hidden bullish is sick. Yeah, no one's seen it. No one's talked about it. No one's brought it up. That's hidden bullish divergence. And you have the MACD about to make a beautiful move. I'm telling you right now, I bought $3 grand worth of Bitcoin. I'm about to buy $3 grand worth of Bitcoin again. I get that same feeling I got in 2017 when I knew I should have bought more. I get the same feeling I get back in 2020 when we were about to move and Bitcoin was at 8K. Then it went to 10K, and I was like, that may be the last chance. And again, we could go lower to 10K. I'll be honest with everyone, I'm keeping 60,000. I thought 50. I'm going to keep 60,000 on the sidelines in cash, literally, and I have other cash, but that cash is just for buying Bitcoin. I'm going to write, it's in a little savings account for Bitcoin. I have a little memo And if Bitcoin goes below 10K, I'm gobbling as many, hopefully I can get 6.1, whatever. If I can get it at 95, 87, that would be a blessing. Like, will I be that lucky to get Bitcoin at that price? Probably not. That's what everyone thinks. You have to look at it the other way. Are you going to be that lucky to get Bitcoin where you want it? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. Now, when you look at Bitcoin, you got to look at more than Bitcoin. You got to look at the world markets. We have a lot of people here. My name is Sam Price. I've been trading for 15 years. Samuel James Price is my name. I've been trading for 15 years. I'm known as cryptolifer on YouTube. I started trading my first 5 or 6 years. I was just buying and selling. I didn't know what I was doing. All right, let's be honest. But then I got into the charts. I started trading gold and silver. I learned what gold was. Peter Schiff told me about the housing crisis in 2008. I started studying the florin, the Roman coin. I did it, the history, a financial historian. I studied the history of money, the continental dollar, right? The notch stick pattern. Every type of money that we had throughout the world, I studied it. And I was able to find that, they printed money to zero. Every type of currency that we ever had, they printed to zero. Look, a bit of a short squeeze here on BOOKMAP. What is BOOKMAP? BOOKMAP shows you where the liquidity actually lies. Yes, you can use patterns and indicators, but they're only going to give you probability. At the end of the day, where is the money at? You want to see where the money's at. Right now, they're kind of spacing it pretty evenly. All right? We seem to have more conglomerate buys up here, but we have a high spike buy right there in the BOOKMAP. So it looks like they want to load at 23K. What I really like is 23K is now the stable. They were lower here. This guy wants 22,000, but he's throwing Hail Marys. He may not get that lucky. So we kind of have it spread. They're boxing us in between 23,006 and 23,000. That's kind of just tight chop again. They're keeping Bitcoin in a tight zone for whatever reason. Usually that means they're going to move it, or they're trying to move an altcoin. So like they're going to get into waves. Usually waves is like the VC one that I see venture capitalists like to move a lot. They like to move waves. We know a lot about this market. We can teach you what happens. We can teach you about the news, teach you about how things come in and out of it, teach you how to follow the information every single day here on the live stream. 524 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you to the 845 viewers on the live. Unbelievable. Feels so amazing. I remember when I first had 800 people on the live, I was freaking out. I was like, now it's just like butter in the bread, baby. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you so much. So we have to look at ES1. And that's the S&P mini futures. You must look at the S&P futures every single day of your life if you're trading Bitcoin. And look at the 2-week chart. Just getting started for a massive move to the upside. That's a flag about to blast. Now, we could make an M pattern once the 2-week does get boom up. We want to make sure we get above this zone here. But just like I showed you the 2-week, no one else is showing you the 2-week chart, are they? I am. I'm all over the 2-week, baby. I love the 2-week. And the 2-week helped us get here. And we got the bounce on the 2-week too. Still with momentum of the 2-week, about to get a move. Man, I see the 2-week going up some legs. I mean, it has a huge move. You technically would have to take the length of this whole pole because there's really no other move there. So the S&P would boom back up 621. And you know what? They turned the money printer back on. Brrr. They're buying again the stocks behind the scenes because they don't want to look clownish. If they don't, they're going to tank the market. Everyone's going to throw. They're going to get, I don't want to get into it, but the Federal Reserve is doing the money. They're going to start printing money again. They're going to turn the printer on, baby. So look at the 4-hour now for the S&P, looking extremely bullish. So Bitcoin's behind it, but the S&P ready to move. So I like what I'm seeing. This flag, we're here. We held the zone. 4-hour pushing to the upside. We can look at the minutia of the 1 hour. Yes, 1 hour needs to come on down. We could just go sideways here for a little longer. I believe that 50 minutes about to pop like we are. Yeah, see, look at that. Interesting. Hopefully we get the flip of the 15. Come down, we get the flip. But I like what I'm seeing on this flag. Worst case scenario, we get a little flip up here. 1 hour comes back down on a fake out. And then boom, the 4 hour and the 1 hour ready to rock. I like what I'm seeing on the 1 hour. On the 4 hour, I like what I'm seeing on the 2-week chart for the S&P 500. So S&P bullish says that Bitcoin will get to 25,000 because the S&P has the legs on the 4 hour to go. And when the S&P dumped down here, we made a flag. See, I kept saying that. I said, if we can keep a flag while the S&P comes on down, we're going to remain bullish. That's why I flag it out. Do you get what I'm doing when I flag things out? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you seeing why I do this? All right. In conjunction with looking at the market, I'm seeing where the liquidity lies. The vector candle. You must know where the candle is. Shout out to Traders Reality, my man. Appreciate you, my brother. Although I wish you would quit smoking those cigarettes. Yesterday's class was almost 3 hours. I could have easily sat and watched for another 3. It was a great class. Thanks, man. Yeah, we went in. I always go in and over deliver. The viewership is all organic growth. That's the beauty of it. It really is, man. It really is. It's been banging out from the day one, man. We don't pay bots. We don't do any of that nonsense. We just give people what the people need. When you give people what they need, they show up. When you show up every single day, right and tight, ready to go. I didn't drink last night. I'm not all, dude, I'm ready to go. I got my eyes on the prize. I'm focused, disciplined, ready to kick some booty. Let's do this. But you know what? And I want to motivate you to wake up every single day and do what you love to do. You see me doing it every day. Not, I don't take Saturday off, not Sunday off. It does not matter. Let's take an alert on TRB here. Let's see what's going on with my alert on TRB. So look, beautiful. I set alerts for the 1 hour to come on down and hit the bottom of the channel. It did. TRB went exactly to the level that I wanted it to go to. I'd wait for the 50-minute to come a little lower for perfection, but I mean, that is perfection there. That's where I would jump into TRB. See, it's clear as day. I had a really strange wick for whatever reason. But again, I mean, and my alert just hit for TRB, and you can see how I set these alerts in action. Now I'm ready. Now I didn't have to wait it. I didn't have to watch it. I put this out last night. I watched it. It came right to my sweet spot. I mean, that's where I would enter the trade. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm never telling you what to do. The 1 hour is low on the stochastics. We got a bit of a cup and handle here forming on TRB as well. Shabby, cup and hattie to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. And I almost lost my life. I fell through a glass door. I was bleeding profusely. It was horrible. My main artery, it looked like I was going to die. Life, it was crazy. And so that's why I do as many altcoins as I can. That's why we have the timestamps. That's why we push forward. That's why we work so hard, because I truly believe that your time is so valuable. Because my time is valuable, and what makes my time better than yours? It's not. We're the same. We are one. So if we are one, and my time's valuable, because I almost lost my life, then your time is valuable. And if your time's valuable, I'm going to pack as much punch as I can in these 2 hours. I'm going to punch so much in there. I'm going to cram it in like a trash compactor, except this isn't trash. All right. Or, it's more like those things where you go on vacation and you can vacuum seal your clothes so you can bring so many more clothes. I'm vacuum sealing the knowledge for you. I'm packing it nice and tight. I'm compressing it. So when you're done with this live, you can look back and be like, wow, what an amazing day to be alive, and give back to people. See, we just gave Gina $100 for her birthday because she's awesome. She deserves it. She showed up every single day for over a year or something. I mean, I can't constantly. She supported me with the ORE team. She's probably the reason I got in with ORE. Then ORE bought my mixer for $500. So Gina, I mean, let's be honest. Like, you in turn helped me get a mixer for $600. I never even put that together. So you've done even more for me than I've done for you. I owe you $500. I love you, Gina. You've done more than you've ever realized. And that's what people need to give themselves credit. People need to build themselves up. People need to feel good about themselves. Bang, 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 baby. Sam's courses are information cream pie. Shout out to Gina, you're too much. Boom. I said it. I sent $10 for Gina. Did anybody else notice? Shout out to Randy H, man. We love you. Thank you for sending $10 for Gina. And shout out to Tony D. Shout out to the lifer from the Candle Mafia. Hype for the collab next week, dude. Thank you so much, man. That's going to be awesome. Happy birthday, Gina. Would you mind doing some TA on DXY daily? We do it all the time, baby. We do it all the time. We're going to get into the DXY. So my alert just hit for TRB. Something to think about. Crazy wickage, though. That's a strange wick. I have to give it, But just deleting. What a whack wick. That's so weird. This is so weird. But look, TRB looking nice. And it could collapse to the downside. Nothing is guaranteed. Let's take a look at the daily. TRB still has some room to come down on the daily time frame. It would need to flip with Bitcoin. 4 hour got that strange indecisive doji there. It came back, but it's still holding structure. I definitely keep TRB on the radar. Hit the sweet spot. It went exactly where we planned. That usually it's like kind of the ballpark, but are you setting alerts? If you're not setting alerts, you're missing out. You need to set alerts to maintain. Super important. You set alerts to maintain. All right. Let's take a look at the DXY. Every day we look at the dollar index pumping on the 1 hour. That's all right. Look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. Inverted head and shoulder as it pumps to the upside. Yikes. All right. So Savvy was trying to say it didn't break the parabola. Hold on here. I got a bunch of DXY. So Savvy said it didn't break the parabola. I'm open-minded. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Let's see. If I'm really chintzy, it kind of did. See that? And it's retesting the parabola now, if I'm chintzy. But resistance. The dollar broke through resistance. Clear as day. It's not the best for Bitcoin at all. And honestly, it does look so. I mean, the daily looks like it wants to bang to the upside. So look, it's hard for it to delete my older work, but we take this zone, right? And you got to look at this every day. If you're not looking at this every day, you're slipping. You're missing out on information that you could feed your subconscious. That might help you make a better idea, a better move. You know. So you are forming this rising wedge that I feel you broke down from. You see this? You broke out of a rising wedge, hands down. And you have some bearish divergence too, because you have swing down to swing down here, and you have swing up to swing up. Bitcoin looked just like that when it began to dump. All right? So this is how Bitcoin began. Now, yes, you have a flag here on the daily, and you do have a measured move to the upside. So the daily does want to pump to the upside. Hey, the dollar could pump with Bitcoin. I've seen them. It doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen. S&P's bullish in the 4-hour. That's really what we want to look at the most. But look at that. Then I have this bigger channel we could be in too. Let me get rid of the parabola. Let me get rid of this line. It is breaking out on the daily of the wedge though, clear as day. You can see, look, that's a breakout. See that? And it's pointing to the upside. But take a look at the 4-hour. It wants to come down bad. Bad news bears. So we want this to be an M here. This is what we're looking for on the dollar. And the S&P is looking bullish. We want this rejection and the move down. We want to see this line I want to see them not be able to get above resistance. Huge for the dollar. So we want to make sure that we don't break above the zone. Or if we do, it's a fake out. You know? So this is a big deal where we're at right now for the dollar index. 4 hours is going to tell us a lot. 1 hour is pushing up. We need this rejection here. Very important that the bears get rejected. Yeah, we can move this up a little bit to that high. Yeah. We want to see the resistance right there. And we want to get rejected to the downside with that kind of an M there. See that? 4 hours suggests that we can't get the dump. Anything is possible. So we'll be watching these levels throughout the day and into tonight for the dollar index. Shout out to the Super Chats. Thank you to everyone who's Super Chatting. I appreciate it so much. $44.78 in Super Chats. We're going to get to every single one of them. Don't worry. My admins will keep repeating them until I get to them. They've learned about my ADHD. Happy birthday, Gina. Would you mind doing some TA on DXY Daily? Shout out to Andrew Simone. We nailed that for you. Look at NAVBTC, PLSD, USDC, Uniswap V3, and DXY Daily. Shout out to Dustin Cava. I love you, Dustin. Shout out to Gregory Sniper. Shout out to Anku Kuti Butsu. Shout out to CMAS. CMAS has been one of the first people when I had like 75 people. He was one of the first people ever on the live. Ever. CMAS, I love you, brother. Cup and Gina. Kadena, please. Send in a super chat, my man. Blue. We have Gina in the room. The game is fantastic. We all go boom, boom. Gina is the reason we had that blow off top. Not financial advice. Gina would never dump you. I put Gina in a cup and Gina. Super chats. Don't confuse us. Draken. Gina flag to the upside. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Nobody in their right mind would open a trustless bridge to Gina Swap. Calder Ronster. When you read Lifers testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Everyone, hit the link to the Discord. Read the testimonials. They'll blow your mind. They blow my mind. I don't know how they wouldn't blow your mind. They come every single day, paragraph after paragraph, life-changing after life-changing, gain after gain, and more. And just like the personal growth, too, that I read about is unreal. So shout out to each and every one of you going after what you love in life, not taking no for an answer, and making your dreams come true. I'm making my dreams come true every single day. I'm living in my dreams. I'm living in my fantasy. I used to sit at work and dream of, I used to watch Mitch Ray. You know, I used to watch Eric Crown. I used to watch all the YouTubers and be like, man, I wish I was a YouTuber. You know, I love YouTube. I wanted to be on the live. Like, thought it was the coolest thing in the world, you know, having your own universe, building people up, sending positivity through the world. Every single day I get to wake up and spend positivity through the world for 2 hours and knowledge. I get to learn, you know, spread the knowledge that I know, and I get to listen to you beautiful people. You people are awesome. You people are fun. You people are interesting. You people change my life. I'm always excited. Like, what am I going to read in the comments? What is someone going to say? What kind of jokes are going to get made? Who's going to say something? Like, what is going to happen, you know? Where are people coming from? It's an experience, this live. I will go to sleep every night excited for my live. The next day, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen on the live again? Am I going to throw water on my face? You know, like, what crazy thing is going to happen on the live today, you know? Are we going to hit huge gains for 100%? Are we going to watch Bitcoin? Are we going to call Bitcoin on the live as it pumps? Like, we've done so many crazy things with technical analysis. Who remembers the cup and handle in the 1 minute? Like 4 weeks ago or something, when we called the absolute bottom for Bitcoin with the cup and handle on the 1 minute chart. It was out of control. Gina token, I'll buy it immediately. What's your thoughts on Phantom, sir? I kind of gave up on it. It could still come back. I'm not ready to kind of I'm not ready yet. That makes sense. It's like an old relationship. Like, I'm just not ready to talk about it yet. You know? Me and Phantom, I'm not ready to talk about Phantom right now, all right? I'm just not ready. All right? It's going to take some time. So now BTC pumped hard and then got dumped hard. Looks like someone got a hold of it in a bit of a pump group or something. 4 hours still oversold, wants to pump though. And it's kind of a retest. I wouldn't be surprised if it continued to pump back to the upside. Kind of strange, but I wouldn't be surprised if this little wedge here would break back up. However, it got, I don't know, it's weird. Whenever I see that, it's a little strange. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Lobster Doji. That's funny. I remember exactly. Shout out to Connect TV. My man. About to pump hard. What is? Gina is in a wedge about to pump hard. That's how I feel about in cash. Yeah, for real, man. Phantom and us have some major issues to work through at the moment, right? SuperChats, PLSD, USDC, and Uniswap V3. So NAVBTC, I believe it could pump to the upside. The chart conveys it could pump to the upside. You got momentum in the 1 hour, and you're oversold in the 4. 15 minutes, it's still a little high. Wait for it to come on down. Not my trade. I'm not too in love with that pump and dump that occurred, but it looks like it could do damage. Look at the daily. Daily's headed to the upside with momentum. So it had that wick. It could continue up. It's in a flag. And the measured move for it is further to the upside here. I used to trade this coin. I'll tell you, NAV was one of the first coins I ever bought. NAV coin. A long time ago. Back in the day, I had NAV coin. I did. Crazy, right? Funny, though. I was going to buy NAV coin or another coin. And had I bought the other coin, I would have made like 30 grand. I bought NAV coin, I made 5 grand. It was one of those. That's how bull markets are. You're like, I only made 5 instead of 10 or instead of 30. Let's take a look at our baby DOT. I called DOT back at 5 beans, right? And I called this DOT move here, possible retest right there. I called that perfect entry for DOT, and it banged on him. Then it came down. We called this flag. It didn't get stopped out from the local low of that POC there. It would bounce up 27% gains for DOT. Daily's coming down, but if the daily swoops, let's take a look at Polkadot, all right? Now, everything depends on Bitcoin. But look, previous resistance became new support. It's holding the zone, right? It's holding the zone so beautifully well. It's amazing. And now it's making a bit of a flag here on the daily. You saw Bitcoin starting to round out a little bit. That says DOT may begin to round out a little bit as well on your radar, right? 28% gains possibly coming. Everyone, we have 592 likes. Imagine if we got 300 more likes. Imagine if we got all the way to 800 likes. We'd get to 1,000 people in this live. I want to start getting 1,000 people on the live every single day. Come on, I put it out there. Help me get 1,000 people by October 1st. Every single live stream should be at 1,000 people. Every single live stream should be at 1,000 people. There's no reason we shouldn't be at 1,000 people every single time. The only reason we're not is the 259 people right now playing games with that like button. Do your part. This is a community. We need you, just like we needed Gina to show up every day and she's a part of the community. We need you to do your part. Everyone here has to do their part for this movement to grow. Okay? I could die tomorrow. This movement ain't going to stop. You think it's going to stop when I die? Someone's going to take over the lifers and someone's going to continue to grow. I already tapped someone. I said, if I pass away, you have to promise me you continue the group. And he said, I will on my life. He said, I will on my life. It was Rainier. So Rainier already told me, and Rodney. Rodney and Rainier both told me, no matter what, they will keep the group alive. So this is a movement. This isn't one person. This is a movement here. All right? We're going to make a foundation. We're going to make $10 billion. Maybe more, but I'm going for $10 billion. I'll be happy if we hit 20 or 30. We're going to give away. We're going to give away $9 billion. Maybe we hit $100 billion. Why am I stopping at 10? Maybe we can hit $100 billion. $100 billion and give away $90 billion. Why are we stopping at these small numbers? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of thinking small? Think as big as you possibly can. $1 trillion? I get worried that $100 billion is selling myself too low. I'm dead. I know it sounds crazy, but that's where my mind is. My mind is so full of abundance that I think $1 trillion, like if I say 10 billion, I'm like, that's just not enough. So DOT about to pump 28% on the daily. If the daily can flip, let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour got gasolina. And look, resistance, bouncing off that support and resistance. If the DOT can stay above if the DOT can stay above this POC, which it is, it's likely to head further up. 28% gains for DOT. I like what I'm seeing for Polkadot. All right. I like what I'm seeing for Polkadot. I don't know why I have the 2 lines there. Let me get rid of one of them. Support must hold for Polkadot, but there's gains coming for DOT. I like what I'm seeing for DOT. The daily and the 4 hour both have huge momentum. Rain Man is amazing and is in my prayers. Nothing but blessings. He got a hernia, which is pretty common. He just got a hernia operation. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I'm not worried about him. He'll be great. Everyone, those likes are firing up. I see them going up to 700. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. And someone wants this PLSDUSC Uniswap V3. So we talked about it yesterday, making a move to the upside. And look, lo and behold, it did. It continued to pump. PLSDUSD. I think we went over this on the live stream. Hold on. Yeah, this trade is reality. Look. He's the only person I would watch, and I don't even get to watch him enough because I work too much. I'm too busy in my chats, worried about his chats. Look at that, 826 likes yesterday on the live. Come on now, we got 663 now. So look, I'm looking for that PLSD USDC. I drew it, so when did I go over it? Yesterday? SwingBy. Look how many coins we go over. It's ridiculous. No other channel has that many timestamps, you know? My timestamp guy, like, works, you know, he's got to be like, bang, 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 bang. Where is that PLSD USD? I know I did it because I got it written. There it is right there. Look, my guy don't miss, man. My guy don't miss. So I talked about this continuing to the upside. So that's where we left it at. All right. Something like that I'm looking at. Interesting. Now let's look what happened. It didn't either. It just continued to go to the upside parabolic. This is where it would make the loop back down. So I thought it would come up, make down here, but it would go up, back down there and bounce. That would be the entry, though. See, that's why I don't care if I'm not technically wrong. I just get in when the Stokes reset, whether you get in there or there, because that's the safest place to get in. But we did go over this, and let's take a look at it now. Dude, up 49% gains. And there's me in the background. Let me turn it off. Up 49% gains on the move. Unbelievable. And this quiet music just drifts in out of nowhere. It's so funny. I don't know how it does that. So, wow, we put this out yesterday. I'm not saying I thought this was going to go up, but you're going to learn about coins that you might not know about. This thing's going parabolic. I mean, that's a parabolic run to the upside. That's insanity. Look at the parabolicness. It went up. It's craziness. Absolute craziness. What goes up must come down. I mean, there's got to be a pullback. I would be taking profits from that. You know, you do whatever makes you happy, but I'm not a financial advisor. Can't tell you what to do, but I would be taking profits from that unless there was something else going on, like it had a TVL or something crazy. That's parabolic, everyone. When everyone says a parabola, that's when something goes up parabolic. It actually could just bounce again. It could continue to the upside. I mean, there's no reason not to just flag it out and let it do its thing. I'd pull a fib on this. Wait for it to come back down to the 618 and party hardy some more. You know? So there you have it. Y'all seen Squid grow, though? Nobody's talking about it. Squid grow. Oh, man. I don't want to do anything with these squid coins. It's absolutely out of control. You know what I'm saying? Ready, it seems like only yesterday you found the live. Nice trade, right? Made 50% on Wombat call in the 99. Let's take a look at Wombat, baby. Wombat. I was looking at Wombat last night, and it did pop for some gains there out of the channel. Came back down, but look, it's still kind of, it may be ready to go for more. So we talked about Wombat last night. Let's see here. Yeah, it made 20% gains. Wombat, bang, 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 to the upside. There you go. And I'm not perfect, right? You may have to rework the idea, the trade, see what's going on. I've seen this a lot, the breakout, fake out, back to the bottom of the pattern. But what it does do is it creates a cup and handy. Sammy cup and handle, Samuel cup and handle to the upside. The guy is just one of the greatest sports announcers I've ever heard. I mean, when he does a game, I'm in it 110%. I mean, the way he talks about the football, as if I could smell the leather. The way he talks about Tom Brady, I can feel the perspiration. The way he talks about how the pass gets thrown, I am in the game. I can feel the football go and hit my chest. My chest hurts from the pounding of the pigskin. I love that announcer. He's unbelievable. He just really, really makes the game amazing to listen to. So, look. We take a look at Wombat. Wombat could actually make some more gains. You never know. Let's take a look at the 1 hour's ready to rock. Didn't really do much. 4 hours a little oversold, but not a lot of movement. I wouldn't be surprised if Wombat went for more. However, this quick and easy, in and out. Bit of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder too. Look at an inverted head and shoulder on Wombat. There's a chance Wombat makes little gains there of 30% and continues up for the bigger move. Wombat, you take the length of this wick to this wick here. Finger down up, and that gives you the target at about 0.21. Nothing is guaranteed. This could dump to the downside. However, the stochastics are extremely low on the 15 and the 1 hour. And usually that will continue to the upside. I would continue to watch Wombat. Low liquidity. But Wombat may go again from what I'm looking at here. Wombat, all right? Thank you for putting Wombat, and let me know about Wombat. Any more super chats in the game, let me know. It's 11:29. Shout out to each and every one of you. ERDSL double off the 886. ERDSL. ERSDL. ERSDL. My baby. Yep. Unfederal Reserve token. How could we forget? I mean, look at we just missed that. Dang, we just missed that. Had a bit of a, kind of an inverted head and shoulder there. It was in this tightness. I've been looking at this a lot for other people too. Then look, there you go. Lane through your pole. And sayonara, you're gone. Come on. That's what happened right there. Low stochastics. That's why I trade low stochastic. Bang, bang, bang. Pick up when I'm putting down. You could even do this. It's kind of in a descending triangle though. Let's pull the daily now. I saw the bigger idea that you're saying. You're saying that double bottom off the 786. So yeah, so we pull the fib from this low. Yeah, double bottom with the 886, in my humble opinion. Off the 80, maybe you did say the 886. Let's see. Yep, you're right. You nailed it. Double bottom off the 886. I should know lifers are on point. They don't play games. Never question a lifer because they're just on point type of people. That is a beautiful double bottom. I mean, clear as day. Measured move, basically to that 6.65 fib, right? You would take the length from the middle here to your wickage, flip it on out, and that would probably get you to the 0.65 Fibonacci, all right? However, look, the daily is very oversold. 4 hours got legs, though, so the legs of the momentum of the 4 hour could propel us to the upside. I don't trade this coin too much. It's still kind of a descending triangle, but it could break out of that double bottom on the 886 retracement for sure. How much if we get to the 618? thank you for that idea. Just something to think about and go over. 4-hour has legs. Let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour has momentum, but getting a little curvy here, getting a little spent. It did spike, though, and it broke the resistance. So you're looking for a retest or a flag now. If you want to trade that 4 hour, you're looking for the retest bounce like this, or you're looking for this flag here. You see, something like that. All right. So I'd keep it in the flag on the 1 hour with an alert down here. It's not my trade, but it could pump. I don't know if I'm going to post it, but hey, could pump though. Let's look at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. All right. And we've gone over this idea here that we're in this flag. Let's zoom in to look at it. Get out of there. Get out of there. There you go. Take away my moving averages for now. Look, you even see the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder. We bounced up. Now we're flagging out just like Bitcoin is. So you want this to stay in a flag. It's that simple. Touch the 21-day moving average. Come touch it. Look, tight moving averages, that's a huge sign. We're going to have a huge move. A huge move to the upside. Look, rounded bottoms pay the bills. Just like if that was a rounded top, you'd be scared, right? You'd be like, oof, we're going to dump on that. So you got to heed that the other way. I mean, this is interesting. Some people, I've seen, I'm not the only one, are beginning to draw a bit of a parabola. Is the total market cap about to go parabolic? I mean, that's how parabolas begin, right there. And can't you see the progression of Bitcoin? It's starting in a low. It was low, 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 low. See, the other ones will it'll show you low, low, low. You tried to make an uptrend, but did you really? Like, could we have done a parabola here? No way. There's no parabola forming. There was no upward momentum. This is completely different market structure than this. Completely different. These are multiple higher lows in a row. This was a low. This low was lower than all those lows. Then we had only one higher low, and then we had one higher low, and then the second one was lower, and then we were done, and then the lower low. Now we're not out yet. A real trader, a true trader says we must make a previous high. So the total market cap must get above $1.1 trillion to remain bullish. If we don't get above 1.1 trillion, you can kiss it goodbye, baby. You can kiss this whole story goodbye. And Bitcoin's making a giant M, and we're headed back down here to liquidity zone at $994 billion. So I'm not a moon boy. I'm not a bear boy. I show you the charts every single day and break down exactly what I see happening in the charts without any fluff, without any nonsense. And I don't care if people don't like what I'm saying. I don't care when I'm bearish on a green day. I don't care when I'm bullish on a red day, right? I show and prove what I see. I don't hold back. I put my money where my mouth is. I show you when I buy and sell Bitcoin. I put myself out there every single day, and I'm not afraid to be wrong. And that's the key to this channel. The key to the success of this channel is I put myself out there, and I'm not afraid to be wrong. So many people respect that, and so many people love that. And the type of person that respects that is a strong, strong person and a real loyal person. So therefore, we've created a very strong group of people in this channel, a very strong group of individuals in the trading group, and a very mentally tough group of people too. And we're changing lives of everyone around us because we're all empowering ourselves. I'm shining, so you're shining. And then the next person that sees you shining is shining. And we all keep shining. And Sam Tuck is no longer cheap. He doesn't hold back, and he doesn't hold H-bar. You're for I really don't. Trading license picks and taking my dog to the river. Hey, have fun at that river. Someone say pizza? Jamie, I don't know that, but makes total sense. I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to. Best TA in the business. Shout out to CC in Ireland, man. What are you having for your birthday dinner, Gina? Just 10 lifer likes to reach 700 likes on a wonderful Gina's birthday. Shout out to Love Learning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So look, we're watching this flag just like we're watching the flag for Bitcoin. And I'm expecting a move out of the flag to the upside, breaking this resistance. But at the end of the day, nothing matters unless we get a higher high above $1.1 trillion. All right, that is our key to get above. If we do not, we will make an M. And we will dump to the downside, just like this. All right, and the rising wedge that we're making will dump to the downside as well. So it's not all gravy. There's some things we must break back above in order to remain bullish. It's not all gravy. The Dow Jones, nice pump today, up 300 points. We had it in a flag yesterday. All right. Let's take a look at it here. We had it in this beautiful flag. Came down. Look at the 1 hour is ready to fly for the Dow. That's good. We want the Dow up. We want people to be excited. The Dow's pumping. Looks like it's going to end the day huge. It's already up 330. It looks like it could end the day up 500 points. The Fed is pumping money in. They're punting money again. They're buying all the stocks. They're a bunch of weirdos. They really are, though. They're buying stocks behind our backs now. It's crazy. How ironic. Can we look at cake? Gina's birthday for the $2 super chat, and then Gina sends it a $2 super chat. Gina, I love you. Gina's birthday cake. That's so funny. Wait, maybe that's not Gina. That's someone else who named them Gina's birthday cake. I love that. I just love the family feeling in here. I'm in a safe space. I'm like a degenerate cesspool of YouTube, like I normally see. I'm in a safe space. I don't see any profanity. You know why? People that hate don't want to come here. They go to write a hate comment, and they're just like, how can I hate on these people? They're so nice. You know, they're like, we should just be a part of their loving group or leave them alone. There's really nothing else we can do to them, you know? So I'm bullish on the Dow pumping to the upside. I'm bullish on Cake. Look at Cake making that shoulder, head and shoulder, and breaking to the upside. Cake, however, Cake's getting high on the 1 hour. All right? To me, it broke out, though, so we're looking for a retest now or the flag. So just like everything else, we're flagging out the 1 hour for almost everything else. Now, we might get a short squeeze for Bitcoin. This could continue up. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. 15-minute got spent, too. So in my mind, we're doing something like this. I'm going to start flagging it out. Cake. Once the 15-minute resets, once the 1 hour resets, I would be looking at it for some more love, baby. And I see Cake moving out of this bigger flag to the measured move at 29% gains for Cake from where it's at. 24% gains coming out of Cake. And I put out Cake back here. We've been looking at Cake ever since it boosted out of this cup and handle that we had drawn. So shout out to anyone that may or may not get into Cake. I love Cake. Cake's one of my favorite projects in the game. I still stake Cake to this day. Deep dive on the new Kadena X for Kadena. I mean, KDEX is awesome. It looks pretty good. I don't know if I have time to actually take a look at it, but I will take a look. Look at Kadena. I would expect a pullback for Kadena after all the news. We went to 2 beans. I would expect a bit of a pullback. So we looked at Kadena yesterday and we said, is that a double bottom or are we going to make a head and shoulder pattern, right? I did see the double bottom, though, and we did pump off the double bottom. Look at that. I mean, 6.8%, not bad. But again, everything's in the flag. You can see how everything, what Bitcoin does, ricochets through the whole entire space. Everything's in the flag. Kadena. All right. The DEX is looking good. It's getting good liquidity. Okay. It seems like more people are joining. And it could be the beginning of DeFi again. You know, it's funny. I like that they're coming. I like that they're being bold. You know, like I should come up with. You know what? You got to come up with these DEXs, but you got to make sure they can't get hacked. So we want this flag to continue and pump to the upside. So you're looking for 2 things. Looking for the 1 hour to come up and flip easy. You're looking for the 15 minutes about to flip. So yeah, I mean that's interesting. I think Kadena could start to pump from here, right now. Based on the 15-minute, based on where we're seeing. Let's take a look at the 4 hour, though, before I jump the gun. Wow, 4 hour has legs to the upside with momentum. I mean, and we got a DEX with news. This is pretty awesome. I have to give you that. We also bounce right here at the 618. We kind of bounce right here in between the 0.5 and the 618. I see no reason why Kadena can't rip all the way to 244 on this 4 hour time frame to the upside. One idea it could do is it might come back down here one more time, make a bigger flag, bounce off the golden pocket. There's a chance the 1 hour could take it lower. All right. But overall, bigger idea, I see Kadena doing numbers. Double bottom, 25% gains. Kadena going to 244. That's my idea for Kadena. And if you hit Alt J, you're going to get a mark right there. Kadena to 244. So Kadena on the 4 hour looking very, very scrumptious to me. Cadena on the 4-hour looking nice. Getting ready, baby. What about Trias? Scallop could do damage in the next run. Looks bottomed out. The whole stream I just heard Sam say parabolic on total. I didn't say that, though. So glad you found your lifer community. Shout out to everybody here that joined the community and feels like it's where they want to be. Newsflash, Cadena will not be hacked simply because it is proof of work. Dude, I like proof of work for a reason. SMC in the house. What's up, Sammy? Happy B-Day to Gina. Look at that. Sending a $5 super chat to wish Gina a happy birthday. Shout out to the $55.77 in super chats. You people are unbelievable. Look at the views, 3733. Look, we already have 3,733 views on the live. Unbelievable. 17 minutes of stream, concurrent viewership, 55 chats, 700 likes, 733 viewers. You people are amazing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So we've gone over the S&P, we've gone over the dollar, we've gone over total. Total 3 is the entire market cap of all the altcoins. We need that to go beast mode as well. And look, it's bouncing off the support with movement to the upside on the 4-hour. The S&P about to pump on the 4-hour is going to pump this to the upside like you would not believe, baby. We just got to make sure we don't make an M here. So, line in the sand for the altcoins. We're going to come up. We make an M, we're back here. If we don't make the M, we boom out. We get to the target. Altcoins get to $476 billion. We do have legs on the 4-hour. However, the 1-hour does not want to give it to us. So, again, we're back to flagging everything out on the 1-hour. You get how it's all the same chart. Just a different asset, baby. ETHBTC, something good to look at with the shakeup in the market. We want to see what's happening with ETHBTC. And I have a bit of a parabola for it right here. Looks like it's about to do damage. Look at that. It's in a bull flag. Look at that, right? It's in a bull flag. Ready to move to the upside. It's got momentum on the 4-hour, I'm sure, just like everything else. Yeah, a little bit. 1 hour. 15-minute wants to fly. Yep. So can the 15-minute throw Hail Marys right now? That's what we're looking for. 15-minute is looking good on multiple time frames. 1 hour is not. So we want the 15-minute to push high enough so when the 1 hour comes back into play, we're ready to go. Maybe we retest this area with the 1 hour. So that's why we flag out. Looking bullish, though. Look at the weekly or the 2-week chart for this. 2-week has legs, but the weekly's a little spent. Interesting. Weekly says that ETHBTC is done. It's kind of weird. It almost says that like maybe Bitcoin's going to have a bit of a run-up. So look, when we delete all the little work and we look at the bigger idea here, looks like we're going to kind of do some chop for a while first. However, ETH will beat up on Bitcoin. It always does. You know, 127% gains by January of 2024. I mean, it's kind of weak gains, but it may be better. You know, no guarantees of timing. ETH Bitcoin, though, definitely something you want to look at throughout the day. Now we want to look at tether dominance. We got to look at it. We got to put in the work. So tether dominance continued to dump on the weekly. Beautiful sign, right? See what happened in the 4-hour time frame. So we were hoping for a dump, remember, on the 4-hour? If you remember, we were watching this closely. And we were like, we want to hit resistance in the zone. So we hit this resistance here at 6.39, and we started to come on down. Still more downside, and we made an M2. That's great. This is great. See, U.S. tether dominance to the downside. I'll delete all my work. We can just look at it fresh again. But it's been trending down. It's been trending down. Look at that. Just keeps trending down ever since June. Slowly losing dominance. Now it's back at a big support zone. If it breaks that, that would be awesome. Right? 4-hour is headed down with more momentum. And I bet the 1-hour wants to pop because Bitcoin, yeah. So we're going to watch this closely here. This little flag here on Tether Dummy. What we want, it is a bit of a shallow cup and handle. You see that? We want to see this to kind of never get, we want to see an M pattern, technically. So we want to see this come down and make an M here and come and head down to the downside on the U.S. tether dominance. Pumps up here won't be too bad. Could get rejected here. Either one is good for me. I just don't want to see it make a higher high above this high. or above this high. All right. So we'll be watching it closely. The daily does suggested pumps, though, doesn't it? Extremely oversold. But, big but. You have to remember, I've seen this happen too. Just like Bitcoin's right here, and Bitcoin's about to loop up. So remember, you want to juxtapose Bitcoin with tether dominance, and Bitcoin is seeming to loop. Look at the S&P right now on that 4 hour. It's like ready to move. The ES1 mini futures are telling me to long the market, that everything's going to go well. But again, that's what the chart conveys. I'm not using my emotions. That's what the chart says is going to. That's what the highest probability is based on the ES1, ES, and S&P mini futures. So we don't want to see the US tether dominance go too high here. All right. Now we look at Bitcoin dominance as well. Bitcoin dominance is going to pump. It's good for Bitcoin, especially if tether dominance is going to dump. Tether dominance looks like it may make that rounded daily to the downside, while Bitcoin dominance makes a rounded daily to the upside. It's a really good sign. This also spells a move for Bitcoin. So I'm smelling a move for Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now, based on all the things I'm looking at, I am smelling a move for BTC. All right. Shout out to everybody here. I want to make sure we do all the super chats. I got to go to Costco's with the family in like a little while. So my wife asked me if I could end the stream a second early so I could go to Costco's. I am a dad. People forget that I'm actually a dad and I run a family. I run a trading group. I'm the lifer, but I'm also just a dude that actually has to go shopping sometimes during the week, you know? Pretty funny, right? Gina's party will be at the Chuck E. Cheese tonight. Yeah, everyone, we're going to be at Chuck E. Cheese tonight. The table will be in the back. So just make sure you come. We're going to have tokens for everybody and tons of pizza. Don't worry. Bitcoin in a W on the 15. I run a family. Yeah. Come back, please. After the beginner's course, everyone loves to help answer questions. 99 is a place not to be shy. We have all the questions, and the lifers love to help each other while we all practice and gain. Love Learning creates such a beautiful place. Love, you created that. You're there all the time, and it's your aura, your energy, and your beautiful face, your beautiful, loving nature that makes that place so awesome. I don't know. I'm so blessed that so many people have dedicated so much energy, light, love, and happiness to my cause and to what I'm doing. I can only believe it's all the karma that I amassed throughout the years of helping people. But again, just keep helping people, and hopefully it'll play out. When it's family business, you run the family. Ave, please. Gina, we love you. Cake is moist. I love Gina. You're funny. Don't get it twisted. Crypto Wifer runs the family. Chrissy Fouts. Yeah. She told me I have to go to Costco's. So yeah, she's the one telling me where I'm going. For sure. Sam, if you have time, can we look at ALGO, please? Extremely oversold on the weekly, and it hasn't had a run yet, like the other altcoins. Thanks. Always feel free to tag me in the Discord with a TA question. Yeah, Crypto Life Changer will be there to help you. Send in a super chat, my man. I'd love to go over ALGO, but send in a super chat. It does a disservice to the other people that sent in the super chat, you know. So I'm seeing some signs. Also, Terra Classic looks like it's going to blast. I got it on the radar, 706. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not playing, but I'm saying this thing goes up hundreds of % in the next week or two, and you miss out on it. Always, everyone, get an Excel spreadsheet for my trading group. I put out daily charts that may take some time. You're going to forget about them throughout the postings if you don't have an Excel spreadsheet, kind of mapping them out. So you want to write down the dailies, the 1 hours, the longer term holds the trades that I'm putting out, and back and forth. That way you can then go to the Excel spreadsheet, search daily, and then you won't forget the ones that are long term. And then days later, when a big one pops, you're like, oh, that was that daily that I forgot. You need an Excel spreadsheet. You need a Google Sheet. Google Sheet is free. Just use it on your Gmail. Begin to make sheets of everything I post. Repost them, rewrite them, look at them. I'm telling you right now, it'll change the way you look at the charts. You'll never be the same. It'll help you make better calls, make better decisions. It'll help your whole life. You got to get a whiteboard. You got to get a Google Excel sheet. Please, 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 please. Look, we're sitting at the 706 here. We're extremely oversold. This is when things begin to pop. It just is what it is. We already made a quick 27 off that little move, but we wick back down. I'm still watching USDC here. All right, 706 fib retracement. Oversold daily. All right. Bang, bang, bang. All right. And there it is. If we don't have any more super chats, I'm going to call it a day. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Boom. Over under 200 pounds on Gina. Bitcoin 100 starting to curve up. German chocolate cake with coconut icing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Quaaludes token. Quaaludes should be a... what is he saying, man? Hey, Sam, what is your nationality? I'm American Irish, dude. I'm basically all Irish, but I'm American, man. I was born in America. Thank you for all your hard work, Sam. You're the man. Shout out to Kevin Baker. Anytime. Anytime. Slip a tip to the upside. Yep. Carrot cake with cream cheese frosting. That's like the nerdiest ice cream cake you could have. Amazing stream lifer. Can you pick me up a few pizzas? Definitely, brother. Meet me at Chuck E. Cheese tonight at 7 for Gina's birthday. I open for Wax, too. Let's take a look at Wax P on my radar. But I'm seeing some moves here. I'm seeing moves in the Dow Jones. I'm seeing moves in everything. Dow daily doesn't look good. I'll tell you that. But it could get flipped. Anything could happen. But also, we're more correlated to the S&P than the Dow. So we just need some pump-ups here to get us moving. Ethereum back of the channel. Likely to push to the upside, too. 4 hours a little high. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour needs to flip for Ethereum. It's doing that same flag, right? It's in the same bigger pattern here. It's basically Bitcoin in a nutshell. It's a more Bitcoin's in a more lateral pattern. Ethereum's in a more charged pattern to the upside, like it wants to make a parabolic move. Interesting. Falling in love with the drum. Falling in love with the drum. So look, we got a W here on the 15, as someone suggested. However, we're getting red days there. W on the 15. I see the 7 minute probably oscillating through the channel. Yep. See? Up, down, 7 minutes high. We're coming back down. 7 minute has been controlling the stream. Look, we started the day saying the 7 minute was going to pump to the top of the channel. And I said leverage traders love me. Because look, had you traded that with 10x leverage, that was 6.8% right there. And I called it on the live. I called that pump. Beautiful pump. Now we're probably headed back down. We're channeling. So we just need the 1 hour to fall through in this channel. You're watching the 1 hour channel its way through. 1 hour's trying to push now. Interesting too. And hold on, I'm going to go to a new chart and just make a nice, fresh, easy thing to look at. I download everything. We get rid of the moving averages for a second, and we just want to look at price action clean, baby. Nice and clean. The daily has spoke with a higher low. Doesn't matter that you're too high in the Stokes. The daily has spoken with a higher low. Tweezers bottoms of the daily, that's a big deal. There's a reason why I went for $3,000 on Bitcoin. I'm telling you, I saw something in the charts that said, hey, my instinct did the math real fast. I can't even know what it did, but your subconscious mind will sometimes make a decision for you. And my subconscious mind was like, Bitcoin, I seen this, I seen that, and then it was like, yep, you need to go in now. And I was like, why? It was just like, because you do. It said, because I've seen all this information before, and I think you have really good odds with proper risk. And I said, the risk is down to 10K, that's 50%, but there's a chance you're catching the bottom to 200K, right? So, last thing we're looking at here is this flip for Bitcoin on the daily could propel us to the upside. The measured move is 26,000. I'm just showing you, this is a flag here. This is also, of course, right? Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. Could the cup and handle propel us to the upside? The cup and handle on, no, I haven't seen this yet. This is nice and easy, real simple. Stokes to the upside on the cup and handle. Don't worry about the MACD. MACD will flip back up bullish regardless if the Stokes can push it. At the end of the day, though, like I said to everybody, we must avoid making an M pattern. We come up here, we don't break. That's an M. We dump back down to liquidity. So be ready. Don't be a moon boy. Be cautious at all times. Play it level by level. All right? Now we got this brewing. We're likely to pump to the upside, in my humble opinion. We're likely. S&P is bullish on the 4 hour. That should push Bitcoin up on the 4 hour. And we still have momentum for Bitcoin. So I see the measured move to 26,000. Grab this price note here. Measured move to 26,072. out of this cup and handle on the 4-hour to the upside. See that? Bang, bang, bang. It starts making sense. We just got to wait for the 1 hour to figure itself out here out of this little flag. We definitely broke out of the bigger idea. And we could even say this. And we just want the 1 hour to do one of these. Either come down and bounce here for a double bottom, or maybe even just flag out and break out when it comes on and does the flip. Either way, I'm bullish for Bitcoin right now, everybody. And I usually, remember other days I'm super like, I don't know what it's going to do. I'm indecisive. Today's not one of those days. I see bullishness for Bitcoin. I do see we had to get through the pain here on the 1 hour. But I see Bitcoin getting bullish. One more quick look at BookMap. And we kind of were mapped out again strong. Not really liquidity either way. Says, you know, so you're not getting a signal there. Short squeezing though a little bit. And we do have a lot of sells at 23,800. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Mods, are we clear? I don't want to leave anyone with crying. Algo, please. My man from Gainslord. All right. He came through with the Algo super chat. I see you, baby. The handle broke off my cup while I was drinking a coffee, but your cup and handle looks solid. That's crazy. Did it really? You picked it up and it just fell off? It happens eventually, right? If the cup's old enough. It's possible that the market overall is solid from the top, and we see a major correction, Sam, is oversold from the top. I take it one step at a time, man. I see 2-week chart ready to make a move. You know, I see the 1 week with momentum. Are you ever going to play Morning Child again? Asking for a friend. It was like your intro music. Yeah, but it wasn't free, dude. It wasn't copyrighted. So it would copyright the channel every time, man. So no, we're never going to play it again. Big man with the super chat. Respect, brother. Let's take a look at Algo. Algorand. I like this consolidation, just like Bitcoin. Make a move back to the upside. We take a look at the daily time frame. Daily is spent for Algo trying to make a move, but look, shoulder, headed, shoulder, yeah. I believe in Algo long term. I do hold some Algo rhythm. Algorand. 33 right now on the 33. Quite interesting too. It's attempting to make a bit of a double bottom here. Right there and right here for a move to the upside, right? So that's what we're looking at. Can it do it? We don't know. We will see. Algorand. I was supposed to get off early and go to Costco's. You probably just pissed my wife off with that super chat. I'm just making. I'm just joking. But she probably is annoyed. She's like, this guy won't get off the live, man. You know, I could see Algorithm make a move 28% if Bitcoin plays. Daily does make a move to the upside. However, Algo must break back above this big resistance here at 42 to regain some confidence for me. It is starting to form a rounded bottom. Consolidation could be key, but anything is possible for Algo. So, not my trade of the day, and it could pump right now. That's just not something I'm heavily focused on at the moment for Algorand. All right. Are you going to Sandwich.Finance and getting the newest list every time? Dude, CTI just made bang. MSWAP. Gains. Ape3L also getting some love right now. On the daily, look, Ape3L about to break out on the daily. Look at this. I mean, that's a strong candle with momentum. I wouldn't surprise if I see it here. A V-shaped recovery. Look, it has legs all the way back to its resistance. It could flip to $4.33 fast. One of the faster coins. 4 has momentum, man. It got a little spent there, though. So maybe it's in a channel. Comes back to the bottom of the channel for now before it makes a bigger move. Back down there when it resets in the 4 hour. HORD, still so impressed by HORD. What a nice move. Uni3L getting legs. I put it in the flag just to watch. It would fall out of the flag, pump though eventually. Grab that liquidity. Ferrum Network, we talked about it blasting off of this area here. If you notice the 21 crossing the 200. And Ferrum would do this little dip here, but then it would blast. Yeah, Ferrum, funny. LMR, we looked at it here. Would end up going too low for me personally. Sushi 3L. You remember we talking about Sushi 3L? It would bang for 50% gains. Also, Trying to make a double bottom here. KOK. Ace. I didn't post this last night, but I had this drawn like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days ago. Ace is pumping hard right now, too, out of nowhere. Look at that giant double bottom for Ace. Interesting. I'm going to scan the market, look at a bunch of things. Yesterday, SwingBy was the winner chicken dinner, though. We won SwingBy for 240%. I mean, I'd put it out here on this diamond. Just trying to make it to the top of the channel. See, I found the reversal diamond. I found the exact bottom, though. You buy that right there, I mean, and you wake up just completely like, what? You know? So, shout out to anyone that jumped into the game. Shout out to anyone that threw a super chat. Shout out to Gina. Happy birthday, Gina. We love you. And shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you so much for coming on, and we'll be back tomorrow for another beautiful live stream, breaking it down like we do every single day. I love you all. Love is the strongest frequency. Live in love. Help someone else today if you can. If you see your neighbor struggling with a trash, grab it. Take a look at it. Yeah, Lux Algo tries to get everybody, bro. You know? They just, yeah, it's like, dude, whatever, man. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Follow me on all the socials that you see me on. Twitter, Facebook. We started a new Instagram. We got a new brand. We're branding out. We're going to have cryptolifer.com coming out hopefully by Friday or next week. I'm not too worried about it, but we're rebranding. Strong, baby. Cryptolifer.com. I spent a pretty penny on it, like 7 racks. I'm telling you, no lie. Like, it was expensive, but I believe in investing in your company. Invest in your company. Invest in yourself. Okay? That's how you're going to grow. Don't be chintzy. Go all in, baby. Know that you live in abundance. There's more coming. Stop holding back. People that hold back don't get anything in return. Remember that. When you give away, your hand stays open and you're able to receive. Crypto is life.